AM 1430 KRGI and 106.9 FM. Good morning. I'm Brian Gallagher. We move on to our Community Connection segment. Steve Irwin's come by from Desch Paine Memorials to get us caught up. We haven't had a chance to visit since it was before the holidays. So
it was Thanksgiving, I think. It was before Thanksgiving.
So what's up?
Well, I was sick there for one in November, couple weeks, and then something came up. I was scheduled to come in, and I think we had a snowstorm.
Well, this is the time of the year, too, though, that you go north for your annual meetings with the company,
Yes,
too. So
yes.
how did all that go?
That went well. It was toward the end of January, and we were scheduled to have that snowstorm on Sunday morning.
Oh, yeah.
So I left Saturday morning instead, and then we didn't get the snow until Sunday evening. So
you're there.
well, I wasn't quite there. There was a place that had these machines that you put money in, and so I went there first.
Mm-hmm. And it snowed and forced you to stay a little longer?
No, it was fine. They didn't even get snow up in Minnesota.
Really?
They didn't get any snow up there in St. Cloud where I was, and I didn't run into it until almost the Minnesota-South Dakota border.
Well, I won't ask if the machines got any of your money. We'll just let that move. But
okay.
How did your meetings go?
The meetings went fine. We have 15 stores now. They purchased another store. And, in fact, they've purchased 2 stores in the last year. So we were getting to meet those people. And we discussed granite, of course. We discussed memorials. And that's nice to compare notes with the other salespeople. And we had updates on the status of our industry and did a lot of team bonding. We have a Beanbag Toss tournament to conclude everything, and cash prizes, by the way, which I didn't get this year. We did win our first match, and then we ran into the winners. So.
Oh, well. You was the participation prize.
That's right, yeah.
All right, let's talk about the business at Desch Paine Memorials. How about some specials as you get ready for spring?
We do. We have a special for the month of February only, and that's any heart-shaped memorial is on special.
Just in time to take care of the love of your life, so that way you can make your plans and start to get that set. Now, you are literally planning now for some of the memorial settings that will be coming up here in the spring.
We are. In fact, if the weather cooperates, we can set in March. We have actually set, I remember one year we set in January. But most of the time it's in March. We receive our first shipment of completed memorials the first week of March. And if the snow has gone away and the ground is thawed and it's warm enough that we can dig, and it's warm enough for the sealant to actually form a seal, we'll begin setting. So the weather affects us at the beginning of the year and also at the end of the year.
Do people still have time to get a memorial ordered and set before Memorial Day?
Yes, plenty of time. The only exception would be if it's from India and it is a special cut or special shaped monument, because India takes 6 months to get here. We do have plenty of Indian granite pieces in stock, common sizes and shapes that people like, so we have those in stock. Granites from Canada, the United States can be fresh cut and still be here for Memorial Day, and that deadline is mid-March. Any stock item that we have on hand that doesn't have to be already cut is the end of March, and so there's time for people to order for this Memorial Day setting.
Steve Irwin is here from Desch Paine Memorials. I know you offer some very personalized service, making sure people have some input on what they want their memorial to remember or to look like. Tell me a little bit about that process of trying to get thoughts on paper and then being able to translate that into stone.
Okay, there's several ways we do that. I ask a lot of questions of families. One of them is, would you like your wedding information on there? And you can put that on there different ways, just sandblasted in words and numbers. You can put it inside a heart. You can put it inside a ring or 2 rings. banners, a banner on rings, so there's different ways to do that. We also ask about children. Do you want the children on there for genealogical purposes? But generally, people usually know what they want to have on there, how they want to design it, and it may just be simply them telling me that, and so we don't really do a drawing, or we can do a hand drawing of something very simple. But I have a unique program on my computer, and there's 12 different colors of granite on that system. And so we can go into the computer and design it on the spot if they have time to do that day. And so they can see what this cross would look like, or what that rose versus a lily would look like, and actually design it on the spot. And the official drawing comes from drafting, and they need to prove that. And they can change their original design too, Brian, at no cost.
It's just a matter of getting it to that final design, but understand too that in order to make this happen, say by a deadline, you've got to have these things taken care of, so that way you say, okay, it's a go.
Yes, exactly so. And the deadline for approved drawings is that first week of April, so a little bit longer than having the order placed. We give you a couple weeks to design it and make your changes that you want.
So if folks have questions or want to find out more, all they need to do is stop at 3805 West Old Potash Highway. You can call Steve at 384-2422. Find out more information about the February special they do have right now on heart-shaped memorials, or maybe something that you would like to personally design or be involved in the design process. Steve Irwin at Desch Paine Memorials. Always a pleasure. Thanks.
Thank you, Brian.
Good morning from AM 1430 KRGI and 106.9 FM.